Amazing. Welcome, everybody. My name is Abby Nowlin, for those of you that don't know me, and it is an absolute honor and privilege to get a couple minutes of time with you this evening to talk to you about the incredible Juice Plus Company, a brand that truly changes lives and lifestyles. So, whether you're here live or you are watching the recording, I'm just so honored that you took a few minutes out of your night to be here. I am so excited for you to hear from some amazing women tonight and a little bit more about our company with a heart, truly. This business has changed my life. It's changed these other women's lives that you are going to get to hear from. And so before I dive really into the nuts and bolts of our business, um, what makes it unique, what makes it special, I want to start off and share with you a little bit of my Juice Plus journey and story. So, this product wrecked my world in the best way. I've been taking it 7.5 years. Um, it landed on my doorstep in 2018 after I had been through the gamut of issues with my gut and my mental health, having no idea the two were connected. Um, to give you a visual of myself, if I was standing in front of you, I'm 5'8". I was about 100 pounds at one point. I couldn't keep food inside of my body. I was majorly struggling, and these issues came out of nowhere. I went the traditional Western medicine route, and then decided to pivot after going that route and realizing that was really not what I wanted to do. And so, 10 years ago, when all of these issues had started for me, going a more holistic, natural route was really a road less traveled. And so I decided that I was going to travel it, but I had no idea what it was going to look like. I come to find out I had tons of parasites in my gut. And there were a slew of issues going on. I was on about 40 different supplements after seeing a holistic health doctor. And the progress and the sustainability of those two things just didn't match up. And so Juice Plus landed on my doorstep in 2018. I was taking multiple naps to get through the day. I was grumpy all of the time. If you've ever struggled with your health and you feel miserable, you know the impact that it has on your mood. My skin was gray. I literally couldn't keep nutrients in. And I was just committed. When I said yes to Juice Plus in 2018, I was skeptical, but I was committed to doing whatever I had to do to get my health into a better place. And so over that year, I committed to take the product for an entire year. Because we get an entire new set of cells every 365 days. Over that year, I watched my health transform. You guys, I used to be nauseous every time I ate, and I was gluten, dairy, and dairy free. Like I literally ate meat, fruits, and vegetables, and I was struggling. My nausea started to go away. My energy started to come back. The color in my skin was picking up. We call Juice Plus the shiny people with all of the plants that we put in our mouth every single day. Your skin is a reflection of that. And so I locked arms with the company in 2018. And truthfully, I locked arms with the company in 2018 because the product was starting to do incredible things in my body. And I wanted to help get my product covered, the cost of my product covered. And I caught a vision for what our company and our mission could be in October of 2018. I was actually at one of our national conferences, and a woman named Ashley Hudson was giving an incredible speech. And she took a moment and she said, I don't want to get to heaven one day and have someone look at me and say, why did you never share this with me? And it was in that moment when I had been on this journey for the last 10 months that I knew I had a due diligence and an obligation to share our product and our mission with people. And so when I got started, I didn't have kids. It was just me and my husband. We were pretty newly married. He is in the military. I was actually doing event planning, and our schedules were opposite. And so I decided I really wanted to build a business that allowed me to be flexible and to move with him easily, not be searching for a new job every place that we went, having no idea really what this would build for me and allow me to stay home with now our two babies. I have a 3 year old and a 9 month old, Harper. With this amazing marketing plan and business, we were able to buy our first home, which has been such a blessing and a gift. We're able to give generously to the things that matter to us. And we have time freedom. And I have something to call my own. And so maybe you're sitting here tonight and you are trying to figure out what that looks like for you. Maybe that's just covering the cost of your product. Maybe you need some more time in your life, and you know that if you could build something, you could do that in your life. Or maybe you want to be able to give generously to the things that matter to you and you don't have the margin to do that right now. Whatever that is for you, what I want to encourage you with is, over the last 7 years, I've built a business with consistent daily activity. And this isn't hours and hours and hours of time. This started out as literally 30 minutes a day, Monday through Friday. And so maybe you're sitting here tonight. I feel like time is our greatest asset. And time is something that we all say we don't have enough of. But what if you could take 30 minutes of your time every single day to share something with somebody that could literally change the trajectory of their health? And what if those 30 minutes a day, the consistent compound effect of those 30 minutes, 5 days a week, started to build something beautiful for your family? And so I just want you to think about that for a second and dream for a minute, because this business has given me an incredible community that's been with me in so many seasons. It's given me a beautiful purpose outside of motherhood. I love being a mom. It is my greatest joy and calling, and something I am so incredibly grateful that I have been given the opportunity to do. But I also love having something that's my own, that I am building a legacy, also in this community, changing the health of families. And so that's a little bit of my journey and story. I'm so incredibly grateful for this business, and I truly cannot wait to see where the next 7 years are going to take me. So I want to dive in with you really quick here into the nuts and bolts of what it looks like to lock arms with us, a little bit about our company. So, Functional Plant Powders. We are a company that was founded in 1970, and our product was founded in 1993. We are the largest selling, most researched whole food product in the world. You can ask Siri herself. Doctor recommended. Thousands and thousands of doctors all over the world recommend Juice Plus. We are in 30 different countries, and we have a very small product line. That's something also that makes us very, very unique. When you lock arms with us, you're not having to learn about a catalog of products. We have a very small product line, and it's functional food on purpose. And so each of our products have purpose in the body. And they're incredible and they're powerful. It's a consumable. So the beautiful part about a consumable is, as people obviously are starting to consume it, they come back to you for more. And let me tell you, when people get Juice Plus in their body and they're consistent, they start to come back because they can't get enough of it. I mean, that's why I locked arms with the company in April of 2018, because I started to experience the benefits of having this much nutrition in my body, and I couldn't go a day without it. And it can be part-time, it can be full-time. Again, like I told you, I built my business on 30 minutes a day, every single day, Monday through Friday. So what makes our company unique? It's $52 a year to lock arms with us. You guys, that's $1 a week to start a business. I don't know anything that you can do this day and age for that cost. The company does everything for us. We literally share this product with people, and they ship it and get it to their doorstep. It's incredible. We have no quotas. I'm not getting a call every single month saying, "Hey, Abby, you're this far away from hitting this number and you need this in order to maintain your status." There's no inventory. If you guys went and looked in my pantry that I actually just cleaned out over the weekend, I literally have my personal boxes of Juice Plus, and that is it. There's no minimums. And your pace. I want you to sit and rest in that. We have a beautiful marketing plan where you are loved whether you do a little or a lot. Maybe you lock arms with us because you just want to help cover some of the cost of your product. Maybe you want to do something in the middle, or maybe you want to do more than that. But I think the point that I want to make here is, it's a prosperity-based mindset. We're not coming from a place of scarcity, prosperity, and keeping people first. We care deeply. Our community cares deeply about people. So I'm excited for you to hear from one of my dear friends who locked arms with me 6 years ago. We actually met on the internet, and has become such a dear friend of mine and somebody that's been a constant in this business. So, Sarah, I'd love for you to share your story, friend.
Thank you, Abby. I'm super excited to share with each of you tonight. So, as the slide says, I started taking Juice Plus 6 years ago, and then 4 short months later, because of the amazing impact it had on my family and the research I had seen and all the other things, I just knew I couldn't keep it to myself and wanted to share with others. At the time, I was working full time as a physical therapist and wanted kids if the Lord provided in that way. Here we are, 6 years later. I have a 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and a 2-month-old. So a little sleep deprived right now. You might hear the boys fussing in the background. But this community, this business has been such a blessing. So there's been seasons where I showed up a lot more, seasons now in the past couple months where I might not have had as much margin in my day to work my business, but it's been there for me all along. In those times, the consistent activity over all these years is building something beautiful for me and my family. I love being able to say yes to more things. And I love working in healthcare. I love helping people there. But it's been amazing to help people outside of those walls, giving me more purpose. I now only work a couple of days a week. I took 6 months off after my second son, and then I plan to take 6 months off probably this time also. And it gives me purpose outside of motherhood. So the days can be long, as you know. I love being a mom more than anything else in the world, but connecting with people and helping them improve their financial health and their physical health has been amazing to contribute in that way. And just to have this community of other like-minded women and men who are putting families first has been incredible. And this company and business isn't like just any other out there. I mean, it's been around like you've seen since 1970, the products for over 30 years. And so I feel confident that it's not going anywhere, that the products are doing what the research says. And that gives me so much peace. I love being able to contribute financially to my family also. And I just couldn't share more how wonderful it is. So if you have ever been interested at all, reach out to the person who invited you to this call, and we'd love to talk more. I'm now going to turn it over to Jenna Rude. She's one of the top leaders in the top 1% of our company, has been with this company for 17 years as a partner, and can't wait to hear from her next.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks, Abby and Sarah, for having me. Gosh, I get so excited when I get asked to do something like this because I have not only been a partner for 17 years, but I have been a customer for 30 years and I'm only 35. I'm a mom here in Charlotte, North Carolina, of two girls, married to my college sweetheart. We met when we were 18 years old at UCLA, for now over 10 years, and just so grateful to be a part of this community. My mom learned about Juice Plus when I was 5, as I said, and at the time, our family was doing everything we thought, well, but we were still getting sick. We still had these things going on. I still had really bad eczema, and my brother was super picky. And, my dad is a doctor, a physician. And so, he was catching every cold flu sickness from, on call at the hospital and his clinic and everything and bringing that home to us. And when she learned about plant powders, my mom is a wellness professional and an exercise physiologist. Her mind was blown. She was like, this is so brilliant, putting food in a capsule or in a really convenient form. Now we have the superfood, drink powder, and we have gummies for kids, and all these options is so impressive and so convenient and perfect. And so, of course, she tried it out on her own family first. So we took it, and within a few months, we just noticed incredible benefits. For the very first time in my life, my eczema actually went away. And my brother started asking for broccoli. I remember the night it happened, my mom just like fell out of her chair. We started building resilience, like true resilience as a family. And if you're a mom, you can't put bubble wrap around your child like you would like to. They're going to be exposed to the world and you're going to still catch stuff. But to have true resilience coming from plants is a game changer, not just for your current season of life, but for your longevity. I have my Grammy is 82 years old. She captains 2 tennis teams. She is an incredible active gardener. She is active in her community. She goes to Disney World with us, carries my children around Disney World for, 5 days straight, walking
10, 11, 12 miles a day, and doesn't bat an eye. And she has also been using the plant powders for as long as we have. And we see that longevity in now 4 generations of our family. And that is what my wish is for anyone, is to be an active, functional, happy member of your community and your family for as long as you can. So when I went off to college, I'm a D1 athlete. I was a competitive dancer and was a professional dancer in LA for 10 years. And I was so excited to share this with the world because I very quickly realized how many people did not have any plan, zero plan. They were using the hope method. Like, I sure hope I eat fruits and vegetables today. Well, we all know how that works, right? So I started sharing this with friends in college, actually joined my mom as a partner when I was 18 years old. And I met Jake, my husband, very shortly after. He used to eat 15 corn dogs a week. And so as I started to share with him, he saw his health change. And then he shared it with his mom, who's a cancer survivor, and her health completely transformed. And then he shared it with his dad, and his dad's blood work came down. And I started to build this muscle of obsession, I should say, with helping people. And that carried on. As soon as I graduated UCLA, I got my first real job. Absolutely hated having a boss, having a commute, having to wear uncomfortable clothes. I'm a dancer. I'm a people person. I want to make an impact. And I felt like I was doing none of those things. And I quit 2 weeks in and pursued this business full time. And my husband, Jake, and I were able to scale to the top level of the company at the age of 24. We made it when we were 25 years old. We were able to get full health insurance benefits before we got kicked off our parents' health insurance at 26, which was so incredible. I'm so grateful I was able to graduate UCLA without any debt because my mom was already at the leadership level of our company and was able to have those college benefits that she was able to give to her children. We started sharing this as we did life. We actually did a 28-day cross-country road trip from LA to Charlotte when we decided to move back home to where I'm from. And we stayed in 2 hotels in 28 days. And the rest of the nights we stayed with Juice Plus friends all over the country. And we were able to work our business while we traveled and saw the world. We spent 2 weeks in Italy building our business. When we got here, we bought our Carolina dream home with the same front porch that was on my vision board when I first started this business. And just magical things, started to happen. We grew our family. I had 2 healthy plant-based pregnancies, just using Juice Plus as my prenatal nutrition, carried both babies to 42 weeks. They're both juicy. We call them juicy babies here in our community. They're just perfect and healthy and vibrant and hitting all those developmental milestones. And when I think back to my childhood of, really not having the same story, having those challenges, Jake as well, we were able to change the genetics of our family. We were changing the generational legacy of our family by adding these plant powders in and making these healthy lifestyle choices. And now my girls, my oldest is 7 and she's never had a sick visit to the pediatrician. We don't miss school for being sick. We get to take wellness days instead of sick days. We get to be together as a family. Jake and I get to do this as we do life. And I get emotional talking about it because I want that for more people. I really, really do. I want you to own your time. I want you to be able to wake up every day and go like, who do I want to help today? Like, what do I want to do that leaves a legacy, that makes an impact, that makes you feel full inside because you're giving that to the world. And then also I want you to be able to say yes to whatever you want to say yes to. I have this sign above my fireplace and I brought it to show you guys today. I know I'm blurred out in the background here, so you probably can't see it. But it says, and so together they built a life they loved. And it's really what drives me every day, not just to pursue this continuously for my family still, but to share it with others. And it's the phone calls I get, the thank yous, the thank you for changing my child's health. Thank you for allowing me to stay at home with my baby more and not having to go back to work like I thought I was going to have to. Thank you for helping me be there with my mom in her last few weeks, because I had this as a support system. And that's what we want from more of you. So thank you so much for just listening and learning today. And I hope that you'll be a part of this and just feel the love that this community is, because there's truly nothing else out there like it. Abby, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Thank you so much, Jenna. Oh my goodness. Powerful, impactful, and I continue to just be blown away by our community, and hearing stories. I mean, I've been a part of this community, and I'm sure Jenna could say the same. You hear the stories, and you just it never gets old. It's like the helpers, the helpers high. You never get tired of helping people with their health, and so. That brings up a really good point that I want to talk to you guys about what we do. And I know I said the company does everything for us. Truly, they do. We get to eat Juice Plus and share it with the people they love, or share it with the people we love. Share the product and share the business opportunity. And so our company does the rest. They ship to customers, they bill and collect, and they pay us every single month. And so, what I want to share with you here is the sharing part that's so incredible and impactful. I love shopping. I love clicking a good Amazon link on social media, or somebody makes a product recommendation. But I want to just sit with you for a second and think about the link that you share when you're sharing Juice Plus has the power to literally impact generations, like Jenna said. She is seeing the impact of 4 generations in her family before her eyes. And that's the power that this has because someone shared Juice Plus with her mom. And so you have the power to do the same with your circle and your people, to literally help give longevity, to help give vitality. And it's powerful. It is so, so powerful. And so I just don't want to miss that because I think in this world, it's so fast paced and it's so easy to miss the moments in our life. And it's like, the longevity and the vitality to get to do and say the things that we want to do is so, so powerful. And we have the privilege and the opportunity to do that in this community. And I truly am so grateful. Okay, so the last thing I really want to touch on with you here before I turn it over to my amazing friend Terry is the modern hybrid. This is something that also makes our company and business very, very unique. So we have 4 different styles of businesses all put together in one, and truly that's what, or 5, excuse me. Truly, that's what I believe makes us outside of our community. That's what makes us so, so incredibly unique. We have direct sales, we have franchise, network marketing. Jenna talked about corporate benefits. And I know Terry will touch on that too. And then the affiliate marketing piece, sharing a link with people, the ability and the ease of getting to do that. It's literally so simple to lock arms with us and share this mission. It doesn't mean it's not hard work at times, but it's simple. There's not a lot of complex things that you have to figure out. It's literally eating and sharing. So with that said, I'm so excited for you to hear from Terry Luongo, who's been with our company for decades, has a powerful, powerful story, and this business and marketing plan has changed her life. So Terry, take it away, friend.
Thank you, Abby. And hi, everybody. It's such a pleasure to be here tonight. And I think we could call this segment From Millennial to Baby Boomers. Okay. And so this is a company and a community that has opportunity and possibility no matter what your age. And I am definitely the baby boomer on the call tonight. And so my story, I just tell people Juice Plus found me on the struggle bus 31 years ago. And similar to Abby, but different, is that I was an autoimmune nightmare 31, 32, 33 years ago. My labels were like, Epstein Barr, and that was upgraded to chronic fatigue syndrome, which was upgraded to fibromyalgia. And then the gut gave out, and I was told that I had a very, very rare Crohn's disease and that I would probably be on steroids for the rest of my life. And I was just, I was in a real bad place. Like Abby, it didn't matter what I ate. Within 20 minutes, my gut health was a mess. My hair had stopped growing. I was told I would not have teeth by the time I hit my mid 40s. Life was a struggle. And on top of that, I'm raising 3 boys with learning challenges. And so, I was seeking, looking, I was desperate. And lo and behold, prayers are answered because it was 31 years ago that a nurse that lived in my neighborhood, get this, guys, we had never met. She was a stranger who started calling me on the phone. And 31 years ago, when the phone rang, we answered it. And this very strange woman kept saying to me, Terry Luongo, I know you don't know me, but I have something that I know, how bold is that, that I know is going to affect your health. Can I come and visit? So after several attempts from this woman that I did not know, I invited her to come to my home. Because, guys, you got to get, my prayer at night was reduced to one word: help. So here she walks through my door carrying Juice Plus. And there was something so captivating about what she was saying. A food first approach to dealing with the inflammation in my body, a food first approach. Abby, if nobody was talking this story 10 years ago, nobody was talking this story 30 years ago. But her messaging was bold. I know. Okay. And I've got to tell you, I said yes. I got started on Juice Plus. I went on blind faith. I put all three of my boys on the product the same day I started on the product. And I've got to tell you, was it an overnight miracle for me and my family? No. But over the course of time, cellular regeneration, I started getting healthier and healthier and healthier. And I can tell you, my friends, that I no longer have any of those symptoms anymore. And the day that I said yes to Juice Plus, I also said yes to being a partner. And like many people, I said yes to being a partner because I thought maybe I could save some money on my product. But I'm a student, and I started watching what this company was doing. And I started listening to other people who were moving through this marketing plan. And my belief in the product and my belief in the company started to go and grow. And I started to say, well, maybe, just maybe, just maybe, I made a decision. Not maybe, just maybe. I made a decision that I would be at the top position in this company. And I have to tell you, decisions shape your destiny. And I did. Within 3 years, I made it to the top position of this company. And yeah, I had some skills that I needed to learn. Okay. But every time I would learn a new skill, my belief would grow, and I started to work from intentionality. How exciting is that? So here I am. Okay. I made the decision. Okay. Well, if Juice Plus is changing my health and the health of some people, what if as a team we could affect the health of thousands of families, the health and finances of thousands of families? Powerful decision. And just like what Jenna said, I mean, I have had the privilege and I am the gratitude in my heart. Not only was my health changed, but the health of my children and now my grandchildren. There are 5 little Luongos that have never been on an antibiotic. 5 little Luongos running around with perfect attendance at school. And when I tell you that, the mission statement of this company is to inspire healthy living around the world, I have to tell you, I believe the mission statement of this company needs to be transforming the health of families around the world. And so, here families are being changed. And what I saw for myself was that as I would grow, step out of my comfort zone, my paycheck would grow. As I would grow, my paycheck would grow. And those based on the decisions that I kept making. And then I flexed, I believe, the most underused muscle that we have, and that's called your imagination. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be awesome if my 3 boys could graduate from college and not be in debt? Wow. I was able, and we were able as a family to do that. And then I said, wouldn't it be wonderful? Made the decision that I was going to pay off the mortgage of my home in Plano, Texas. I was able to do that. I made a decision. It's time. I wanted a second home. Okay. And I started to imagine what that would look like. Would that home be on the beach? Would that home be in the mountains? Would that home be on the beach? Would it be in the mountains? And I'm here to tell you that 8 years ago, I bought my dream home, which is on the beach, and the mountains are in my backyard. All because I started flexing that imagination. And so all of this company, this product, mission driven, purpose oriented. And I'm just going to encourage you to really kick the tires on this, because this is what I have learned. And I've seen this. I see this in Abby and Jenna and Sarah. I stepped into my God-given talents with this company and in this marketing plan. And so would you. So Abby, why should somebody come to this? So guys, I don't know what your need, your want, or your desire is. Okay, I don't know what that is. I wish I could sit with you one-on-one. But what I know for sure is this, is that this community that we're in is like nothing that I have ever seen before. And I feel that you two are just one decision away from living a life of your dreams and your possibilities. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you so much, Terry. Okay, guys, so in closing, I want to invite you to join us. And I want to give you really the launch blueprint and roadmap to success. So what is a launch call? It's really an opportunity with your friends and family to share with your friends and family in a beautiful and streamlined way. And they will get to hear from experts, and you won't feel like you are sharing alone. You're going to get a personal landing page. You guys, it costs hundreds of dollars to have your own website. The company is so amazing and gifts this to us, and we have the opportunity to use it, and people can go and shop from our link. You'll get a social media roadmap. We have systems in place to help launch you successfully, so you aren't wondering what to post, when to post, and how to post. Compensation call. This call is a step-by-step roadmap to help you maximize your compensation plan and see what's financially possible when you say yes. This sets you up to feel empowered about where you're headed next with zero confusion. And I want to remind you, you're loved whether you do a little or a lot. And then right now, there's an exclusive onboarding call with top leaders in our company. This is a really unique opportunity and season in our business that if you join between now and the middle of September, you get on an opportunity to join an incredible onboarding call, having access to top leaders in our company. And we are a part of an incredible inaugural group that's really leading the change and the ground up. And we are so excited about where we're headed. So I want to encourage you, get with the person that invited you tonight. We would love for you to lock arms with us. We need more boots on the ground. And I want to just ask you, if not now, when? Lock arms with us and join us. Thanks so much, friends. Have a great night. Bye-bye.